Please, small business owner, stop wasting your time on task lists that do not directly affect your long-term business success. Your time is the most valuable resource you have, and it's time to increase your small business productivity and manage your time like a productivity rock star. Because we all want to be rock stars, am I right? Are you finding that you do not have enough time for the daily tasks, causing you unnecessary stress? It seems that by late afternoon, you're relying on a double espresso to reach the energy levels needed for your long to-do list. Is this you? Is it really you? Your stress level is at an all-time high, and you are less productive than you'd like to be. If so, don't worry, you're not alone. Many small business owners struggle with poor time management because they're wearing all the hats. And the business processes to get tasks done in less time may not be fully implemented just yet. However, what time management strategies can you do to increase your productivity and better manage your time? We're going to explore 5 easy ways to do that today. My first one is plan your weeks and plan your days. The best way to manage your time is to focus on the most important tasks first. Eat all those frogs. Yes, I'm talking to you self-proclaimed procrastinators out there. If my sister reads this, she knows I'm talking to her because she frequently will send me a snap with her frogs that she's working on for the day. I'm not gonna lie, this can be a common challenge for a new business owner learning how to manage the work-life balance as an entrepreneur. They're working hard on business growth, business goals, and all the day-to-day operations. When I started my online business, my common mistake was going from employee mindset to being my own boss. I spent time on the administrative tasks because they felt comfortable and the social media posting instead of investing time in the deep work required for my business growth. Lead generation. You all have that thought. You'll have those thoughts that try and talk you out of doing the hard things. You know exactly what I just said, sales and lead generation, because more than likely you're not a sales rep. And guess what? I was a sales rep, and this was still something that was difficult for me, mostly because I had that whole imposter syndrome going on. Yep, you'll spend a lot of time on the easy tasks instead of the most important tasks that will make a difference in your life and your business. Those specific tasks that push you outside your comfort zone and into what your brain perceives as a looming failure. It's okay. I encourage you to do it anyway, because the first step is to do a mindset sweep to identify the various tasks that are floating around in your head. You want that thought download to have everything that may potentially hold you back. David Allen provides a mind sweep list in his book, Getting Things Done. He also has a YouTube video that walks you through the prompts. I'll go ahead and put the link in the show notes. Once you have your list, then block off time on your calendar to complete the important tasks. Make a deal with yourself that it's not a negotiation. If you struggle with this, I recommend you check out the Life Coach School Course Monday Hour 1 training, which is amazing. I highly recommend it to anyone and everyone who is struggling with time management skills. In the blog post, How Do You Manage Your Busy Life?, I discuss scheduling the big rocks. I'll go ahead and put the link to that blog post down below in the show notes as well. Essentially, you first add in the big, non-negotiable items to your calendar. Those big rocks, followed by all the tasks that must be done that week. Each task is assigned a day and time that will be worked on, and you'll complete it during that time frame. And this is where your mindset comes into play right here, friends. You will believe what you tell yourself. Believe that you can. These focus blocks allow you to manage your time by setting a non-negotiable deadline. See, the goal of the focus blocks is to ensure that you complete your task on time. If you procrastinate and struggle to complete your tasks on time, try these time blocking techniques. I speak from experience with this one, friend. I've always scheduled my tasks in my calendar blocks, but I didn't tell myself I could finish the task within the given time of that focused block, that amount of time that I actually assigned to it. This effective time management tool can reduce your stress level and increase your confidence in your time management skills. A key to planning is understanding what will be best for you. Do you need a lot of white space in your day? Do not overschedule your days. Pick one thing that if you get that one thing, you completely will win the day if you accomplish it. When you do a weekly review and you look back at all those wins, those daily accomplishments add up to all those steps you need to reach your goals. I want you to try the Pomodoro technique, working in sprints of 25 minutes followed by shorter breaks. So you may find that maybe 25 minutes is too short for you, but I always want you to start with that 25 minutes until you actually get in the rhythm of how this works. When planning your day in Eisenhower matrix or the Covey time management matrix are effective time management strategies for helping you decide what tasks to actually focus on. While both are effective, the Eisenhower matrix is geared more towards determining what tasks should do, delegate, defer, or delete, and the Covey time management matrix is designed to help with task decisions based on your long-term business goals. You decide which one is best for you based on where you are in your business. Number 2, set goals. You may be wondering why I suggest setting goals for better time management and productivity. Well, when you set SMART goals, they help you focus on what matters most to you and your business growth. Let's say you're working to grow your online business organically by creating new blog posts each week. You're creating a daily schedule to focus on your creative projects first thing in the morning for the quality of work when your brain is fresh. A reminder pops up for you to read a blog post. At that moment, your mind attempts to rebel. You know what I'm talking about here, right? You can get it back on track by asking yourself if you would rather honor your commitment to growing your business or sit on the sofa, drink coffee, and read your book. Now, this may or may not be a real life example. I'll let you decide. But which choice will make you proud and which option will leave you with regret? It's your choice, so own it no matter what you choose, because some days you do need to have that extra time on the sofa drinking your coffee and reading your book for your creativity to come through. Number 3, where do you waste time? I get this one. I get it so much. Do you have a good idea of where you use your time during your business hours? If you do not have specific times dedicated to your small business, I suggest you schedule a repeatable schedule in your calendar right now for this. If you reach the end of the day and you look back and you have no clue what you've accomplished, you need to do a time audit. Hear me out here. To increase your productivity and manage your time, you must understand all the little time wasters in your day. Because, friends, who knew opening the door and letting the dogs outside could take 10 minutes? It can. I know it does. I'm not even teasing you. Where are you losing those 10 minutes throughout your day? Figure out your time wasters and put the plan to either not engage, hello Instagram, or have a timer set so you avoid getting lost in time. I've heard this referred to as time blind. It has to be real, right? It has a name and actually research behind it. Number 4, create repeatable workflows. In the past, I've created fancy standard operating procedures, SOPs. They work great. I'm not poo-pooing them at all. They work. But what I found that's easier for my team members and me is to create repeatable workflows. I use Asana for this. However, ClickUp and Notion are perfect for increasing your productivity as well. The key is to find a project management tool that works for you and your team. Too often, I see entrepreneurs trying to use confusing project management software that doesn't work for their minds. This is essential if you fall on the spectrum with ADHD or ADD. You'll want to find the right system that doesn't overwhelm you. And that's key. It doesn't overwhelm you. I've done this a few different ways in the past for my clients. The simplest way I found to create a repeatable workflow is to do a screen record of the whole process as the work is done, then have it transcribed and make a template in your project management software. It's nice that all of the conversations and questions your team has on the process can be asked inside the project management tool, so you know exactly what they aren't picking up on and what you'll need to change. If you're not nailed down your exact process yet, I suggest you screen record each step and add the recording into the task in your project management software. I know ClickUp does it and Asana does it, where they have the ability to just add in a screen recording into each individual task. That way you only need to record one section versus the whole process when you make changes. If screen recording is not for you, because it's not for everybody, the Chrome plugin Tango is another option. It will take screenshots and create the workflow for you. I'll go ahead and put the link to Tango down below in the show notes, and then you can add the link to your Tango process in your project management tool, and then your team member or your future team member only needs to click on that button or that link to take them into the Tango process. And repeatable workflows allow you to always know the next step and approximately how long it will take you to finish it. What else does a workflow help you with? You'll never miss a task because you have all the tasks in front of you. You'll be less likely to make decisions or backtrack, resulting in increased productivity. Because friends, remember, decision fatigue is a real thing. You don't want to waste your time during the day deciding on what you need to do next. That's why it's key to having your day planned. Number 5, what are you able to delete or delegate? Are you the only person can do this task? Do you have enough hours to focus on the revenue generating business operations, which is the most important thing for the health of your business? Be honest with yourself. If you want to increase your productivity and manage your time, you should answer this truthfully. So often when I work with a business owner, they think they are the only ones that can do the work. I hear excuses such as training someone will take too much time, I don't have the money to hire anybody. You know all those excuses that you're telling yourself. Or it's just not possible. I'm the only one who can do it. I think business owners hold onto things that they should let go of for far too long because they're comfortable. But if a repeatable workflow can be set up for a task, it must be considered for delegation. Think of all the extra time you'll have to focus on the creativity or billable work. When you review all the tasks on your list, ask yourself if you're the best person to do the job. Would you be able to hire somebody for $20 an hour to do the work? How many $20 tasks are you doing? When learning time management techniques, you should track how long it takes you to do the work. Multiply all that time by the amount you'd receive from a one-on-one coaching client. You'll quickly discover the math does not add up to the success in your online business. Do the math, friends, I promise you. Is this task necessary? Maybe it's a task you've always done. Make sure to question whether it's essential. Does it still need to be done? Is it adding value? If the answer is no, then maybe it needs to fall off your to-do list. As your online business evolves, so should your tasks. Understand why you're doing the task and how it affects your productivity, time, and the bottom line of your small business. Okay, friends, it's time to wrap this up. These 5 productivity tips are a great way to develop good time management for a work-life balance. Send me a DM on Instagram with your questions, comments, or time management tips that I may not have put in this. And for all those self-proclaimed procrastinators, I'm going to go ahead and put a link to my Eating Frogs blog post. And remember, above all, we are a content repurposing agency. Friends, if you have a podcast like this or a video or a blog post and you're missing out on opportunities because you're busy doing everything else in your business, let me change that for you. I have a done for you repurposing service where we turn one piece of your brilliant content into 8 so you can grow your audience and your impact. I'll go ahead and put the link down below in the show notes. It's a simple process, friend. All you have to do is fill out a form, provide the link to your audio and video, and in 5 days, we'll transform that video or audio into a blog post, email newsletter, short social media clips, and captions. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you, and I hope you make it a wonderful week, friends. Yay! Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you found this episode valuable and learned some actionable tips that you can implement in your business so that you can feel accomplished and less stressed. If you enjoyed this show, please take a quick minute to share this with your business bestie, subscribe, and leave a review. It helps me reach more business owners just like you. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future episodes, please reach out to me on my website. I've created a form just for you. Remember, with the right system and mindset, you can achieve the success your heart desires. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to chatting with you next time. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful week. And don't forget, let's grow, friends.